Hey guys, this is Karen with Curl House. I am a licensed cosmetologist and a certified trichologist. So that just means I also specialize in hair loss. So on today's Curl Talk with Karen, we are going to talk about the use of vegetable glycerin. Have you heard of it? It's an awesome ingredient to keep your hair moisturized. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications, so hit that bell so that you do not miss a video. So, vegetable glycerin. This. Are you familiar with it? Have you seen it? Have you seen vegetable glycerin in your hair products? Or have you seen it in some of your skincare products? Or have you seen it in some of your makeup products? Vegetable glycerin is called a humectant. So in other words, that is an ingredient that helps your hair to draw and retain moisture. So it is in a lot of hair products, particularly products for natural hair, because our hair is naturally very dry. So vegetable glycerin is included in that product to make sure our hair stays moisturized or soft, because it is a softener as well. Vegetable glycerin, there's a lot of debate about whether or not it's good to be used during the winter time, or some naturals may not even like it at all, which is okay. But with vegetable glycerin, because it draws and attracts moisture to your hair, there's a lot of controversy around whether or not it should be used during the winter months or during the months when the air is drier, because there is a possibility that because the air is dry, there's no moisture in the air, that the humectant or the glycerin would then pull moisture from your hair, making your hair drier. Now, just from some of the research that I've done, and just my own personal use of vegetable glycerin over the years, I don't use it as much now because I do have locks, but prior to locks for 10 plus years, and with my clients I also use it, because glycerin is the type of humectant, if you think about the scientific structure of it, once it is diluted with water, so not glycerin by itself, but glycerin mixed with water in terms of the molecular structure of that mixture, once it's diluted with water, the water molecules will attach to the glycerin. Therefore, once it's attached, they don't separate. And the glycerin takes up as much water as it can from your water mixture. So once water and glycerin are mixed together or drawn together, they are attached. Therefore, it's not going to draw additional moisture out of your hair because it's already attached in the water bottle. And that is the key. The water bottle. So when you're using glycerin, make sure that you dilute it properly with water. So my suggestion is about 10 or 20% glycerin to water. So in other words, if you have a 8-ounce water bottle, you can put anywhere from 8 to 10% glycerin in the water bottle and then fill it up with water. So let me show you how to do it right now. Here's the water bottle. This is about 10 ounces of water. I'm just guesstimating here. I don't know. That looks about, what, 10 ounces of water. That might be an ounce of glycerin. Again, we're just guesstimating. And then, after you do that, you want to fill it up. Okay, well, be careful when you're filling it up. Don't do this in your living room. Do it in your bathroom over a sink. Okay. All right. All right. You can see in this mixture that the water and glycerin are attaching to each other. Now, if you want, when you make this at home, if you want to add some of your favorite essential oils, you can for your scalp. If you wanted to add a little bit of lavender or Some people add tea tree if they have scalp challenges. And add your oil and mix it up. And this is your own do-it-yourself concoction. I will put I'll put an ingredients list on the screen right now so that you can see it. Just a recipe that you want to use if you want to make this at home. And this is what you can use to mist in your hair daily. Now, if you feel like your hair is too gooey or it's too thick, then yes, you want to dilute the glycerin with more water. So glycerin is really easy. It easily washes off your hair. It doesn't stay on your hair at a long time at all. And you can dilute your water bottle if it's too gooey. Now, some people will say, oh, glycerin just makes my hair swell out into a fro, particularly over the summertime. That is true. That could definitely happen. So you may want to reduce the amount of glycerin or glycerin-based products that you use over the summer. So if you go outside and if you have a nice, fabulous twist out, and by the time you get to the car, your hair is like, it's in a fro, then that means your hair is really taking up that moisture from the outside. So you may not need heavy glycerin-based products to help with that process. You may want to reduce it during the months when it's hotter outside and more moisture in the air. But I do believe glycerin is great for your hair in terms of a moisturizer. Some naturals don't like glycerin, and that's okay. There are other ways that you can moisturize your hair, and that's what we'll be talking about this week throughout this series on different things that you can moisturize your hair. So moisturize your hair with glycerin. Another thing, if you start looking at your products, glycerin is found in KY jelly, which is used for moisture as well. So it is pretty widely used to help you for moisture reasons. I wanted to go back right quick to that comment I made about moisturizing the hair with glycerin. There's another ingredient that was used widely. I think it was in the 70s or 80s. Has anybody ever had a Jerry curl? Thank God I didn't have one, but some of my siblings did. The main ingredient in what we call the Jerry curl juice, you know, the activator that you put in your hair to get your curls popping and made it really greasy, was glycerin. So glycerin and water was in that activator that we used back in the day to make those curls pop. And have you ever seen a dry Jerry curl? Well, actually, I think I have seen a dry Jerry curl. But generally speaking, Jerry curls stayed moisturized all year long. Okay, so I just wanted to pop in right quick and just give you some basic information about vegetable glycerin, because this is something you may want to consider using in your hair to keep it moisturized. Okay, until we talk again, stay fabulous.